Jedi here, and what is up? Jedi number one. We'll be talking about today Spider-Man 2, the video game. Unfortunately, I have a digital PlayStation 5, and I have the game digital, so on a PlayStation 5 actually. And I thought we'd talk about it a little bit, because the reason why we won't be talking about this Spider-Man game today because I've been hearing lots of reviews. I've basically been watching lots of people's reviews about the game, and it's hardly been kind of the same thing. Story mode, some gadgets, the combat, and the free roam around the city of New York in that game. So we're going to talk about that right now. This video shouldn't be too long. We'll listen to this. So, when the game came out, I wanted to, play as both Spider-Man, and because basically in the first game, you can only play Miles and Peter, and you can also play as MJ, and I'll get with MJ in a little bit. But yeah, in this first game, you can play as Peter Parker, consistently Peter Parker. You can't play as Miles or anything. But in the second one of Spider-Man, you can. Now, this lets you know, Miles Morales has a Spider-Man, and Peter Parker has a Spider-Man. Well, it has a Spider-Man game. So the Miles Morales game, if I'm getting confused right now. Miles Morales is the black and red Spider-Man, and Peter Parker is obviously the Spider-Man that we grew up with. The Miles Morales Spider-Man is that one game, which I'm going to talk about that, and the two Peter Parker games, one that we just got was the Spider-Man 2. The first one came out sometime in 2018. So, I am going to stop this so I can get prepared to talk about, what do I want to talk about in that Spider-Man 2 game? We want to talk about, Miles Morales and Venom. Yeah, two characters, and why the Spider-Man 2 game, in my opinion, is going to deserve a 6 out of 10. At first, I wanted the game to be a 9 out of 10, but unfortunately, after looking at people's responses in their YouTube videos, and by playing the game a few times, as you can see on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be demonstrating why the Spider-Man 2 game gets that percentage. So I'm going to stop this little clip right now and get prepared. Alright, well, I'm actually going to be sitting in my chair for this one. I'm going to be sitting in my chair for the remainder of the video because I do not feel like standing. I kind of always standing in my other videos. Why not sit in the chair? This is my good chair. My gaming chair, as you can see right here in the name of the back. And the brain. This is the brain right here. I said in my autism video, I'll be demonstrating what makes, like, how an autism, the brain of how an autism brain works. I'll be demonstrating that in my in the next video when the next do this. Put that right here. So this and see at my other computer, and of course my Steeler blanket right here. But anyway, let's not focus on my bed. Well, let's not focus on my bed. As you can see, I got some little cologne and stuff over there, but let's not focus on that right now. We're going to talk about some Spider-Man 2. And the reason why, the reason why I give the game a 6 out of 10, and with that, the game is basically only a C plus. A 6 out of 10, so I'm going to put that as a 69%. No, actually, I'm trying to think. If a 7 out of 10 is, I can see. Wait, that's a D. That's an F or a D. An F or a D. But anyway, I'm not gonna like just give it grade right now. But the grade percentage of it is going to be a 60, no, like a 6 out of 10, basically. Yeah, I want to give this game a 6 out of 10. The reason for that, gotta put a little chapstick on my lips. Okay, there we go. Yeah. The reason why the game gets a 6 out of 10 because the story mode, it made sense. It was okay. I'm going to say it's okay. It's not. It wasn't all that. As you know what I mean is, basically, as you want to know why the game is not what it seemed like, it's because of a few things. Number one, I really think Miles Morales did not want to. I'm gonna say it's about like, okay, so the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I don't really think he had nothing to do with this, do with the game at all. Basically, the Venom, the person who played Venom's okay, but it's like the character just didn't. Something was wrong with the character, and just slow that down. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and like the character, Venom literally just didn't have like any saying. It didn't seem like Venom. Like it was Venom, but it's like it didn't seem like Venom because as you read the comics of Spider-Man, and just to let you know, I am not a Marvel fan. I'm not much of a Marvel fanatic as I am a DC. I'm a DC fanatic, not a Marvel fanatic. The only thing that comes in mind with me with Marvel is Spider-Man. Okay, I'm gonna actually explain a few characters of Marvel that I like since I'm not a Marvel fanatic like that. I don't despise Marvel. I just don't like it as I do with DC. But here's my characters that I like in Marvel: Spider-Man, Venom, Deadpool, Iron Man, um, um, I mean, well, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, obviously, well, that's the same thing. Well, what else do I like? What else do I like? Yeah, that's like literally like 5.5 characters: Spider-Man, Venom, Iron Man, Deadpool. Oh, and also like Carnage. Yeah, like 5.5 characters. Also like Carnage too. And yeah, that's like 5 characters in Marvel that I like in the process. I mean, nothing's wrong with Marvel. I'm just not a fan of it as I am with DC. Um, but yeah, continuing on with the Spider-Man game. The Spider-Man game is it doesn't feel. On top of that, as I was playing, or was I playing? I was playing this Spider-Man game just 2 days ago, and I am going to get back with it today. With it, basically, I was playing Peter Parker in his first game, and it felt like Peter Parker. Like the whole game setting felt natural, and it felt like a good Spider-Man game, even though people are saying that it wasn't really good. And well, the game seems like it's good. Like the game was more focused. The story mode felt more good, and there was a scene. I also have this video on my channel as well from a few days ago. There was a scene where there was Peter Parker and then there was MJ. It felt like um yeah, it felt natural. It felt like the Peter Parker that we know and the MJ that we know. Then in Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker. It feels like everything's rushed in Spider-Man 2. It doesn't feel like Spider-Man Miles Morales or Spider-Man Peter Parker. It just feels like they. I mean, like, well, of course Miles is older, so I can't really say, oh, I mean, well, yeah, he's grown since the last time we played a Spider-Man game of Miles Morales, and that was in Miles' game. Now, like I said, I don't really say Miles shouldn't be in this game because Miles literally doesn't have nothing to do with this, this Spider-Man 2 game at all. And this is a new genuine Spider-Man 2 game that's supposed to be getting the Game of the Year award, and fortunately, it did not get Game of the Year. I was actually surprised because, um, Yeah, I wonder why. Well, unfortunately, because it didn't do a good job on the story. The story was okay. It did a good job. Like some other game won Game of the Year award, and I was actually a little bit pissed. Spider-Man should have won, but then like, hey, um, let's see. Oh, that's right. It didn't get Game of the Year award because of its bad story. Well, the story wasn't bad. It's just my only issue with the game is um, there are action man for. I'm not going to spoil the game because obviously not everybody has played the game. Well, there are some cutscenes. Of course, everybody's probably going to look at some cutscenes and stuff. Basically, that's another thing. The cutscene. The game is basically a movie cutscene game. It's a movie game basically. You're not doing anything but watching a movie. So basically, what's going on in Spider-Man game? You get at least 6 minutes of action of taking down like the thugs and stuff, and then there's another cutscene, and then after that, then another cutscene, then another cutscene, then another cutscene. It's basically nothing but cutscenes in the movie. You're not really playing the game. The only time that you're really playing the game is when you're free roaming the city of New York with the two Spider-Mans. But if you're doing like a side missions, you're going to get mainly as cutscenes. And then there's this other thing where you can play as MJ. MJ is okay, but it's like, why do we have to play as her? And that kind of took the majority of the time off anything that could have been done in Spider-Man 2. We had to play as MJ. I did not like MJ. It was not good. I can ramble on about this every single day. Actually, no, I actually don't really need to ramble on anyone about this game, but only a few more things. And what else? Venom. Yeah, basically to recap about the Venom character does not like Venom. I mean, it was okay. We actually, like, us players actually got the chance to play Venom. I also have a video of that, but only when, like, he kills Kraven. Kraven is, so basically, to speak of Kraven, Kraven is this big buffy guy that's gotten cancer from some other reason, or I don't know how he got cancer. They say he just got cancer and he is looking for someone to kill him. Somebody has to be in the hospital or anything. And he brought his little hunting army to the New York. And then he discovered that there's two Spider-Mans prior to 3. Well, not going to say 3. But there was Agent Venom, and he was supposed to help Peter Parker on the missions, one of the missions in the story mode and stuff like that. But yeah, he discovered that there's two Spider-Mans. And basically, this is supposed to be a game where all Spider-Man villains were supposed to be in the game. You want to know how many villains we saw in Spider-Man 2? Black Cat, the Lizard, Sandman, Tombstone, Scorpion, and Mr. Negative, if I'm saying it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think. Hold on. Is that? I mean, Rhino was in the game, but like, yeah, that's like 6 villains. We saw 6 villains from the game so far. Like from the start of the game, 6 villains. 6 villains. You know, supposed to include all of the villains. Unfortunately, this Kraven guy killed all the Spider-Man villains, like almost all the Spider-Man. Like all Spider-Man villains. Well, Venom's the 7th villain actually, but like again, Venom does not get introduced until I'm going to say like the first act. Harry. So basically, Harry, the Venom that's in the Spider-Man 2 game, not Eddie Brock, is Harry, Norman Osborn's son, and Norman Osborn is believed to be Green Goblin. If correct, yeah, I'm correct. And the son is Venom. So here's the thing though about that, because they also want to add a Carnage in the game, and they're doing it for a DLC, and I'm not sure how the Carnage thing is going to plan out. Because like the only fact to have a Carnage is you have to have Venom, they need to have Carnage. Unfortunately, at the end of the story, during the story mode, Venom dies. Peter gets the hand from negative because I don't know, they had to do some crazy stuff, and they had to kill that, and Harry's in another coma, and then the time when they're bringing in Venom. I mean not Venom, Carnage. And Carnage is a red version of Spider-Man and a symbiote version of Venom. Basically, he's a mixture of Spider-Man and Venom, basically, if that makes sense. And I kind of have a Carnage comic book myself. Like I said, I'm not a big Marvel fanatic, but when it comes to Spider-Man and Venom or Carnage, I will be likely to be all involved into it because those are my 3 favorite characters of Marvel, basically. And yeah, I just don't really think Miles Morales, Spider-Man, the black and red. And there's another thing though, this suit. This makes me so upset. He gets this suit and it shows the hair, and it shows the hair, and as you know what I mean. You I to be a Spider-Man. That basically what stood out to me in the process. Other than that, the game will get a 6 out of 10, which means that it needs more improvement, and they're planning on putting a Carnage DLC. Yeah, like a Carnage DLC in the Spider-Man 2 game. I think it's supposed to be happening today, which I don't really understand how they're going to work it. I'll have to look at some gameplay before I decide to get the DLC. Yeah, like for instance, like Miles Morales, I don't think he was fit. I don't think he was. To me he didn't seem like a good fit for this Spider-Man 2 game that just came out in the 2023 era. He just doesn't fit. He doesn't fit the role in the game. Peter Parker did okay because basically the game is about Peter Parker, but then they invited Miles into the game, and it's like, dude, come on, what are you doing? I mean, like, create a bat suit for him. Well, a bat suit was designed for him. They ain't really need to do that. And then I don't know what's going to happen for after this. Is Miles going to get his own game, or are they like us going to just go straight on to the Spider-Man 3? I really feel like Miles should get his own game, and Pierce should just keep his own game. Because this is, I feel like Miles should get just get his own encyclopedia of games. Oh shoot, my glasses. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, I feel like Miles should get his own games because this is, even though I'm not a Marvel fan, I'm a Spider-Man fan, and to tell fans this, yeah, I feel like the characters should get their own separate games because Miles Morales in the Spider-Man 2 game did not work out. It's like they're trying to put Miles Morales to like get him more involved with Peter Parker's enemies, and it's not working out. I mean, they're not. Actually, no. Mysterio is one of Spider-Man's villains. He was in the game, so make that 8 villains in the game. If you know who Mysterio is, like the only enemy of Miles is his Uncle Aaron. That's crazy. His Uncle Aaron is his only rival in the process. Then you have like those other guys that were in the that was in Miles' game. So it's like I mean I'm like a little bit speechless on the Spider-Man 2 game right now. I don't even know what to say. But the only thing right now is like this game gets a 6 out of 10. And do I even have any more stuff to explain about this game? I don't really want to like go into detail with the story mode. Oh, my computer bounced on. That's my school computer right there. But wait, how did you actually come on? Huh? Oh well, I'll shut you. Oh well. Yeah. What else do I want to explain? Well, let me just explain a little bit more about the Venom. So basically, Venom, they gave Venom wings in the game, like at the end of the story mode. Who those that play the story mode, you know what I'm talking about. Who those that are going to that have not played the game yet or have not like completed the game yet, I recommend you to not watch this video. I should have said that at the beginning of the start. But again, Spider-Man 2 did not do successful as I wanted to be, as I thought it would be actually. Like I also expected that since there was 2 Spider-Man, I expected that 2 Spider-Man should what? Like I think so basically as I was playing Spider-Man 2, the only thing that got me to playing it was like the switch characters, because like in GTA you can also do that in GTA 2, but it's like if you play what's the name? Yeah, if you play GTA 5, you can like switch like characters like Franklin, those other 2 characters. And basically in Spider-Man 2, you were able to do that between the 2 Spider-Man. Now, the thing is in GTA, I was able to like switch to a character, and the character can be like anywhere in the city. Like for instance, I will say one of the GTA characters, like say I was driving in the car, right? The character will stay into the car. But like in Spider-Man, say I have Peter fighting crime. I can't switch the crime. I can't switch while Peter is fighting crime. Kind of odd. Well, I don't know. I just feel like it could have been more switching characters between Peter and Miles. But like again, I really like saying anyway that Miles is a perfect fit for this game anyway, because this is literally all about Peter, and they're just shoving in little extra stuff. Like for instance, like I said, the game is literally like a cutscene based movie. So literally, you're not doing anything during the story mode. You're just playing an action, like a handful of action at certain times, and then back to the cutscenes, and more cutscenes, then more cutscenes, and then more cutscenes. Like literally, like more cutscenes. That's literally it. Then like the only time like you're actually playing the game is again, it's like when you're going around the city in free what I just said earlier. like exploring around the city, like in free roam mode. Basically, as you know what I mean about free roam mode. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, I'm gonna give this like a 6 out of 10 because this game, I feel like it was rushed. They didn't really have to add all this extra stuff in it. Like you can like literally they got like the Peter Parker Spider-Man shooting basketball. Like who wanted that in the game? Like who wanted that in the game? I don't seem like the game's okay. It's in my opinion, it's not good. It's not good. But yeah, I mean, there's no need for me to explain the rest of this because like everybody else has a video of their own with the same stuff that I actually just mentioned in the process, and they're all bad. They're all bad opinions from majority of these people in the process. Now some do like the game, and hey, I'm not gonna stop you from having fun with the game, but to let you know the Spider-Man 2 game. I mean, I recommend you not wasting your $75 to like $100 for the edition, because there's also edition that costs like 90 something dollars towards 100. And they're saying this game could have been Game of the Year. Yeah, it could have if they did not do any extra stuff and add them into the game. The story mode started off fine until almost after they fought Sandman in the first part of the story mode. Then everything just went down. You had Miles, like in his feelings, trying to get over his dad. And like, what was this in his game? Like this game could have been his perfect role to like to show all of that expression anger. If that was the case, why shove it in Spider-Man 2? And obviously, this was because this is a movie scene game that you're literally gonna be seeing lots of cutscenes that you actually just play the game. Watch, just play story mode. You're gonna be seeing cutscenes after cutscenes. And also, Spider-Man 2 is not the only game that's doing that. Mortal Kombat 1, the remake, is doing that, and I don't like it. Me personally, I've only uploaded a video between Scorpion and Sub-Zero's the story mode parts. And that was it. I know it's had story mode ever since the Mortal Kombat 1. So, for those that says that Mortal Kombat does the same thing, it does. And I am not like a fan of doing story modes anyway in games such like that in the process. Like the only story mode that I will probably do if that was the case was Star Wars. But Star Wars, between the Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, they have not put in no cutscenes. They haven't put in that much cutscenes. They might have did like a little bit in the second one, the Jedi Survivor, but like, come on, they haven't put in any cutscenes in for like the majority of the game of Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. If you don't believe me, please go get those two games and play them. They're really good. And the Arkham games. But yes, I'm not gonna lie, every game that I just mentioned, between the Arkham games, the Star Wars games, and they all have cutscenes, but it's like Spider-Man 2 was basically based on like some sort of movie. If that was the case, they should have just made a movie of Spider-Man 2. Like, let's make a movie mode so that we can just like focus on like the actual gameplay itself. But I had enough talking about this. This video is going to be long, obviously, because it's heading into 26 minutes. I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to upload a Madden video or that Spider-Man game, his first game actually, the 2018 one. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video when I do stuff like this. Yeah, Jedi number 1 is out. Subscribe and you have any questions, and put comments down below of what you think about this little game review. And yeah, peace out.